appeared to Abraham by the oaks of Mamre, as he sat by the entrance of his tent during the heat of the day. Abraham lifted his eyes and looked, and there in front of him stood 3 men. When he saw them, he ran to meet them and bowed to the ground and said,
"My lord, if I have found favor in your sight, please do not pass by. Please let me send for some water so you may wash your feet and rest under the tree. I will bring you some bread. Now that you have come to your servant, refresh yourself before going on."
Very well. Do as you have said.
Abraham went quickly into the tent to Sarah and said,
"Quick, take 3 measures of the best flour, knead it, and make cakes."
Then Abraham ran to the herd and selected a calf and gave it to his servant, who quickly prepared it. Then he took butter, milk, and the calf that he had prepared, and he brought it to the 3 men. Abraham stood by them under the tree while the men ate. And the men said to Abraham,
"Where is Sarah, your wife?"
"She is there in the tent."
"I will return to you around this same time next year, and Sarah, your wife, will have a son."
Sarah was listening from the entrance of the tent. Abraham and Sarah were old, advanced in years, and Sarah was past the age of childbearing. So Sarah laughed to herself.
"I am old, and so is my husband. Shall I have this pleasure again?"
And the Lord said to Abraham,
Why did Sarah laugh and ask, "Am I really going to bear a child when I am so old? Is anything too hard for the Lord? At the appointed time, at this time next year, I will return, and Sarah will have a son."
But Sarah denied it because she was afraid.
"I did not laugh."
Yes, you did laugh.
The 3 men rose up and looked toward Sodom, and Abraham went with them to see them on their way. As the 3 men journeyed to Sodom with Abraham, the Lord said,
Should I hide from Abraham what I'm about to do? Seeing that Abraham is sure to become a great nation, and all the nations of the earth will be blessed by him? For I have made myself known to him, so that he will command his children and his household after him to keep the ways of the Lord, to do what is right and just, so the Lord may bring about for Abraham what he has promised him.
Then the Lord said to Abraham,
The outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is great. And because their sin is so serious, I will go down there now and see if they have done according to the outcry that has reached me.
And the men turned away and went toward Sodom. But Abraham remained, standing before the Lord. While the men walked toward Sodom, Abraham approached the Lord and said,
"Will you destroy the righteous with the wicked? Perhaps there are 50 righteous in the city. Will you not spare the city for the sake of the 50 righteous? Far be it from you. Should not the judge of all the earth do what is just?"
If I find 50 righteous people in Sodom, I will spare the whole place for their sake.
I, who am but dust and ashes, have taken it upon myself to speak to the Lord. What if there are 5 less than 50?
If I find 45 righteous, I will not destroy it.
What if 40 are found there?
For the sake of the 40, I will not do it.
Abraham continued to speak to the Lord about sparing the city of Sodom if righteous men could be found in the city.
I hope the Lord will not be angry if I speak, but what if 30 are found there?
I will not do it if I find 30 there.
I have taken it upon myself to speak to the Lord. What if 20 men are found there?
For the sake of the 20, I will not destroy it.
I hope the Lord will not be angry if I speak just once more. What if 10 are found there?
For the sake of the 10, I will not destroy the city.
And the Lord went his way after he had finished speaking with Abraham, and Abraham returned to his place.
The Lord said to Abraham, "Why did Sarah laugh and say, 'Shall I indeed bear a child now that I am old?' Is anything too hard for the Lord? At the appointed time I will return to you about this time next year, and Sarah shall have a son." Genesis chapter 18, verses 13 and 14.